Welcome to my channel. World Scene News. Subscribe to my channel for news updates all around the world. A new sound echoes through Serbia, the rush of high-speed trains slicing through the landscape with a speed and energy the country has never seen before. These trains signal a leap into modernity, bringing with them a sense of excitement and possibility that is palpable in the air. For decades, Serbia's railways were slow, outdated, and often neglected, with the Belgrade-Novi Sad journey dragging on for hours, frustrating commuters and stifling economic growth. Now, a state-of-the-art rail line has slashed that trip to just 30 minutes, transforming daily life, making commutes easier, and connecting cities like never before. This project is more than just faster travel. It's a bold statement of Serbia's ambition to modernize, to open itself up to new opportunities, and to become a key transport hub in the Balkans. The government touts the railway as a catalyst for jobs, investment, and national pride, promising that the benefits will ripple out to communities large and small. New stations are sleek and inviting, trains are comfortable and efficient, and the speed is a revelation for a generation used to crumbling infrastructure and long delays. The vision doesn't stop at Novi Sad. Ambitious plans are underway to extend the line all the way to the Hungarian border, linking Belgrade to Budapest and integrating Serbia into the broader European rail network. This railway renaissance is a cornerstone of Serbia's strategy to re-establish itself as a vital corridor between East and West, opening doors for trade, tourism, and cultural exchange. For many, the high-speed rail is a daily reminder of progress, a symbol of hope, and a glimpse of a more connected, prosperous future for the entire region. But as the trains race forward, questions linger about the true cost and sustainability of this rapid transformation, with some voicing concerns over environmental impact and long-term debt. The project is a bet on the future, one that could redefine Serbia's place in Europe and set the stage for a new era of connection, growth, and possibility. Serbia's railway revolution wouldn't be possible without a powerful partner, China, whose global ambitions are reshaping the landscape of Eastern Europe. The high-speed rail is a flagship of China's Belt and Road Initiative, bringing not just Chinese financing, but also advanced technology and world-class construction expertise to Serbian soil. This ambitious project is part of a broader vision to connect Asia and Europe through modern infrastructure. Chinese state-owned companies lead the project, funded largely by loans from Chinese banks, an all-in-one package that bypasses lengthy Western procedures and red tape, allowing for rapid progress and fewer bureaucratic hurdles. For Serbia, China offers rapid modernization without the political strings or strict conditions often attached to Western aid, making the partnership especially attractive. This no-strings approach has made China a popular partner, delivering visible results like new bridges, highways, and now, a world-class railway that is transforming daily life and boosting economic prospects. Leaders from both countries hail their steel friendship, with the rail project as its crown jewel, a symbol of trust, cooperation, and shared vision for the future. Serbia gains modern infrastructure and new opportunities. China secures a strategic foothold in Europe, expanding its influence and economic reach. The partnership is mutually beneficial, but it also deepens China's influence in the region, raising questions about the balance of power and long-term impact. The railway stands as an iron silk road, binding the two nations with shared ambitions, billions in investment, and a vision of connectivity that could reshape the region for generations to come. The high-speed railway is just one piece of a sweeping China-Serbia alliance. Over the past 15 years, Chinese investment has transformed Serbia's landscape, funding motorways, bridges, power plants, and industrial complexes. Chinese firms have built new roads and modernized energy infrastructure, embedding themselves in Serbia's economic foundation. When the Smederevo steel mill and Bor copper mine faced collapse, Chinese companies stepped in, saving jobs and reviving key industries. For many communities, this partnership means job security and hope. The relationship now extends beyond economics. In 2025, Serbian and Chinese special forces held their first joint military exercises. This deepening bond, built on concrete and steel, has made Serbia China's most reliable partner in Europe. The rapid transformation is watched closely by other European capitals, wary of China's growing influence. Serbia's future is increasingly intertwined with its eastern partner. For ordinary Serbians, the China-Serbia partnership is visible in daily life. Faster commutes, new jobs, and modern roads. The government promises that these projects will drive long-term growth, attract foreign investment, and raise living standards. After years of stagnation, the construction boom feels like long-awaited progress. China is seen as a pragmatic partner, delivering results without Western bureaucracy. Yet, beneath the optimism, questions grow. Are the jobs sustainable? Do local companies benefit, or just Chinese firms? Is the new train affordable for all? The promise of progress is real, but so are concerns about who truly gains. As Serbia races ahead, the balance between visible development and lasting benefit remains uncertain. The story of progress is more complicated than it first appears. In November 2024, tragedy struck at Novi Sad's new railway station. A concrete canopy collapsed, killing 16 and injuring many more. The disaster unfolded in seconds, leaving chaos and confusion in its wake as commuters and staff scrambled for safety. Sirens echoed through the city as emergency services rushed to the scene, their efforts hampered by the scale of the destruction. The station, once a symbol of progress and hope for the region, became a scene of devastation and national grief. The community, which had celebrated the station's opening just months before, now gathered in mourning, struggling to comprehend the sudden loss. Emergency crews searched the rubble for survivors, working tirelessly through the night, while the public demanded answers and accountability from those responsible. The Chinese consortium behind the reconstruction denied responsibility, shifting blame to Serbian authorities and local subcontractors. Tensions rose as both sides exchanged accusations, fueling public frustration. Confusion and finger-pointing followed, with no clear accountability. The lack of transparency only deepened the sense of injustice among the grieving families and the wider public. For many, the technical details mattered less than the sense of betrayal. This was supposed to be a safe, modern facility. The pain of loss was compounded by the feeling that their trust had been shattered. The collapse exposed fears that speed and ambition had come at the expense of safety. Questions about oversight, quality control, and rushed deadlines dominated public debate. The tragedy cracked public trust, raising doubts about the entire system behind Serbia's rapid modernization. Protests and calls for justice echoed across the country. The gleaming promise of the new railway was suddenly overshadowed by loss and anger, as citizens questioned whether progress was worth the price paid. The Novi Sad disaster became a symbol of the risks hidden beneath the surface of progress, a stark reminder that true advancement must never come at the cost of human life. Grief quickly turned to anger as tens of thousands protested across Serbia after the Novi Sad tragedy. The collapse was seen as the result of corruption, negligence, and a lack of transparency in billion-dollar deals with China. Protesters demanded resignations and accountability, connecting the disaster to broader frustrations with the government. The pressure led to the resignation of Prime Minister Milos Vučević, but calls for deeper investigation persisted. Prosecutors began probing allegations of millions in illegal benefits to Serbian officials from the Chinese consortium. The scandal cast a shadow over the China-Serbia partnership, fueling public unease about the true cost of rapid development. Many Serbians now question whether progress is worth sacrificing safety and accountability. The protests signal a demand for a system that is not just efficient, but also transparent and safe. At the heart of Serbia's unease is the secrecy surrounding Chinese-funded projects. Contracts for major infrastructure are often hidden from public view, awarded directly to Chinese firms without open bidding. The terms, costs, loan conditions, technical details are classified as business secrets, fueling suspicions of corruption and poor value. Critics warn that this lack of transparency erodes democracy and concentrates power in a few hands. While debt-trap diplomacy is debated, the immediate danger is opaque deals that burden taxpayers for decades. The government's ability to deliver quick results comes at the expense of oversight and public trust. The hidden price of this partnership is measured not just in money, but in the erosion of democratic standards. Serbia's embrace of China is causing alarm in Brussels. As an EU candidate, Serbia is expected to follow rules of transparency and fair competition, principles at odds with its opaque deals with China. The European Commission has repeatedly warned that bypassing open procurement risks, corruption, and undermines Serbia's EU ambitions. The EU remains Serbia's largest trading partner, but insists that progress toward membership requires real reforms and less reliance on the Chinese model. This creates a dilemma. China offers quick results without political demands, while the EU promises long-term integration but requires tough changes. The Novi Sad tragedy has intensified EU pressure, highlighting the dangers of unchecked development. Serbia faces a fundamental choice between two models and two futures. The crisis has made clear that the path to Europe cannot be paved with shortcuts. Brussels is watching to see if Serbia will change course. As 2025 ends, Serbia stands at a crossroads. The high-speed rail, once a symbol of progress, now embodies both hope and hard questions about transparency, safety, and Serbia's place in Europe. Public anger and EU pressure make business as usual unsustainable. The government faces calls for investigations and reforms, opening contracts to scrutiny, prioritizing safety and restoring trust. Serbia must choose continue the fast, opaque path with China, or pivot toward the EU's demanding but transparent standards. The future of the China-Serbia partnership, and Serbia itself, may be decided by its people. The Novi Sad tragedy is a stark reminder. Progress must rest on a foundation of accountability and the rule of law. Serbia's next steps will define what kind of country it becomes.